Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg and I'm back with another old versus new drawing video. You guys voted for a new version of Vegeta Blue Evolution, so here we go. It's a very good drawing of Vegeta, and this is also one of the most viewed videos on my channel with over 1 million hits. And these are the materials I need for the sketch. You already saw what paper I'm using, and we of course need a pencil, an eraser and a ruler. And as always, make sure to watch the whole video, like and subscribe, and for commissions, message me on Instagram or email. I appreciate it. So, making the pencils sharp, and for the outlines, to make Vegeta look very shiny today, I will also need a light blue color pencil. Today I will talk you through the whole video, so this will be kinda like a tutorial. And for the new drawing, I really wanted to create something special and kinda wanted to find a new art style, so I was creating some rough sketches and this was the result. A very good looking Vegeta with very light inking, which increases the shiny effect of the aura. I really like the style, and now I will do a serious version of this. So I'm drawing on an A4 size paper in portrait mode, and I always need guidelines to draw as easy as possible. So I'm halving the paper and then I add a 3cm guideline for the face on top. I just need to make sure that I leave enough space on top for the hair. I'm using references for this drawing, but just for the pose and later on for the aura and coloring, but mostly I wanted to draw from my mind because that way I can connect more with the drawing, if that makes sense. Drawing from the mind brings out your own style and creativity, and I really feel more joy when I draw from the mind only. It just feels way more natural. I'm also using the pencil kinda lightly today, as I will erase the very outer parts of Vegeta and reproduce them with the light blue color pencil. As I said, this will increase the shiny effect. I just had the idea, so why not try this out? I wanted to draw the hair of Vegeta very dynamic and messy, and therefore I'm drawing each hair strand quite different, in different sizes, some smaller and some bigger ones, so just bringing some variation in there. And then I'm erasing the very outer parts to redraw them with the blue pencil. This already makes Vegeta look very shiny, which is the goal. For the chest and shoulder area, I'm also adding guidelines so both sides are on the same level and have the same size. These are all the guidelines I need, and these are also all the ones which are necessary in my opinion. But I'm also using a ruler to check if the other body parts are on the same level. After all these years, I still need that, so I don't know if that's good or bad. And to be honest, first I didn't like the sketch that much and I wanted to start anew, but looking at it over and over again, I think it still looks good, so I kept it. I was very close to redraw this, but I guess that's just the perfectionism of an artist. So as you know guys, I'm drawing my Dragon Ball Z characters way more ripped and buff, and I also like to add veins to the muscles, just because that makes these characters look even more powerful. He is also flexing his muscles a bit, with his hands shaped into fist, and with the nasty smirk he has, I think it's a very cool Vegeta pose. The sketch is pretty much done, and now I'm shaping the aura with another blue color pencil, and this is the final result. So as I said, first I didn't like the sketch very much because I thought that I could do this way better, but that's because for this drawing I really wanted to create something special. My only real issue with this was that I found the shoulders a bit too low, but I adjusted that off camera and I was sure that fully colored this one will still look pretty good. So let's just continue this, and for the next steps I'm changing the order I do things usually a little bit. So I'm starting with the inking as usual, but I want to finish the head part completely with colors before I move on to the lower parts. Therefore I'm inking just a bit and only the non-shiny parts, and then I'm already coloring. The thicker lines of the inking I will not do today, I will just improve and increase the definition of some lines after coloring. I also want to show you each color tone I'm using from now, but sometimes I really forget it, just like today. But for the skin I'm using 321 from ATEX and E110 and E130 from Ohuhu brush. These are the only tones we need for the skin, but I will also leave the very outer parts of Vegeta white, which gives the skin another brighter layer. As I want Vegeta to look real shiny today, we will give him heavy shades. As the base tone of the skin will be so bright, the heavy shades will come very good. The shades we will add on the inner part of Vegeta, and we are also using the face features, wrinkles, muscle definition and veins to add the shades. Always keep things simple and make it as easy as possible. We will also add scratches to Vegeta, and therefore we are using a very thin pen first and then adding blood to the scratches with a red color pencil. For the eyes and hair we will use the same colors, and we need only 2 blue tones for that. B050 and PD6 from Ohuhu brush. We also need a white gel pen for the eyes to add some highlights to them, and the coloring process of the hair is also very simple. Starting with the brighter tone and coloring very evenly, and on the outer parts of each hair strand we leave white parts, and the shading we will add along the hairlines, and that's it. Very simple. We will also increase the definition of the lines and the inking with a thin pen, as I mentioned before. Coloring like this really makes Vegeta look like a god, and later on with the aura this will come great. The head part looks amazing, and now we will color the upper body. As Vegeta is shirtless, we will only need the 3 skin tones we used earlier. And of course, same process, starting with the shading and adding these along the muscle definition and veins. Always orientate yourself on these features so you always know where to place the shading. then the darker tone to add more deepness to the shades, and after that we will use the brightest tone for the remaining areas, but we will still leave white parts on the skin. Then of course adding the scratches and the blood with the red color pencil. And this is the process for the rest of the upper body, guys. And if this video is a bit too fast for you to follow, don't worry. I will upload the uncut full-time version on my real-time channel soon. I just don't want to upload a too long video here on this channel, even though I did it a few times before, but I think for longer videos I got my real-time channel. Alright guys, the upper body looks amazing, and now to the pants. Right now I'm marking the areas for the shading because sometimes that helps me, especially for larger areas. Then we are using PB6 from a Ohuhu brush to color these big shades very evenly, using many layers to do so. Then B289 from Ohuhu Classic to color the outer parts also very evenly with many layers. As you can see, the very outer parts of the pants are left with no ink, so the shiny effect will come great. Now using BG09, also from Ohuhu brush, to add big and dynamic shading to the inner parts of the pants. This will give the pants the final definition. Now some blending, and then we can improve and increase the inking lines. Perfect, that part also turned out great. And now to the gloves. Because of the aura, they will turn blue, and therefore we are using B030, B140 and B270, all from Ohuhu brush. First, we will do the inking lines on the gloves, then erase the remaining pencil lines, then we will do the coloring and shading, and to finalize the gloss, we will increase the lines with the thin pen. Alright guys, Vegeta is done, and now we will add the blue evolution aura around him. Therefore we will use a big variation of blue tones, and we will give the aura lots of layers, working from dark to bright. The color tones are PB6, B080, PB7, BG4, all from Ohuhu brush, and the last tone is 178 from ATEX. We will now use each tone one after the other and creating a nice contrast for the aura, and keep in mind that closer to Vegeta the aura gets brighter. And to create another brighter layer, we will leave a big white area around Vegeta to make him look even shinier, so no colors, very close to Vegeta. Alright, looking good so far, and as you can see, I also added another brighter layer on the very outer part of the aura, which also increases the shininess. And we will use the white Gale pen again to add white dots and some nice shapes all around the aura. And now we will do the same thing for the entire aura. So coloring the aura alone like this took me 90 minutes, so be patient, take your time and do the best you can. Perfect guys, the aura is done and it looks great. And now to increase the shiny effect even more, we will now color the background all black. The contrast of black and white and light blue will create a very nice shiny effect, and that would be it. Alright guys, and there we have the final result. A remake of Vegeta Blue Evolution from 2019. I have to say I'm really happy with this drawing. I really wanted to create something special with this drawing and I think it looks really good. I like this new style and I will definitely continue drawing like this. The hardest part of being an artist is to bring your imagination on paper, especially the exact image of the picture you have in mind. Sometimes it works, sometimes not, but I think this time it turned out pretty good. Alright guys, now let me know in the comments what you think of this. Also give me inspiration for future videos and like the video to show me your support. You can also support me on Patreon if you appreciate my work, that would be amazing. Also subscribe to my real-time channel for full-time drawings and check out my online shop for original drawings and prints. For commissions, message me on Instagram, and if your custom drawing fits to my channel, I will make a video out of it and mention your name in the video as well. All the links down below in the info box, including the links to the materials I'm using. That's it guys, thank you all for watching and I see you all on the next